Good morning, guys. How are we all? Here we are for another installment of Ed's Tantrums on this lovely Wednesday morning. Hope you're enjoying your week. Happy hump day as well. So to kick us off with Ed's Tantrums, please let us know what is the topic of today's discussion, Ed?
Well, I think it's a super important one, especially that pre-season's coming up. Some of you may have already started training, some may not, but we're going to be talking about kids today.
Yes.
Definitely.
Important part, the future,
right.
if you will.
That's right. The thing with kids nowadays is that although they're doing really well to kind of fight the rates of obesity and they're being more active nowadays, which is an awesome thing, sometimes the problem is that they're doing way too much. They're engaging in multiple sports. They're playing basketball, footy, cricket, you name it. They're just involved in everything. And that's outside of school hours, like clubs and school and recreational time. They're just super kind of active nowadays, which is a good thing. But the main issue is that do they have the strength and capability to handle a lot of that volume and impact that they're putting their body through?
That's right. So I mean, when you take that into account, kids are playing school sports, they're playing multiple different ones, they're playing club sports, they've got between trainings and games, they're looking at up to 6 or even 7 days without a rest. So
poor parents.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of time and money spent with driving them around and pick up times for early morning training or after school times. But we've got to thank the dedicated parents out there for getting the kids out to their sports. So obviously that was one of the big things is, we want to encourage it. It's just finding that right balance.
That's
Basically.
completely right. So here at the Injury Rehab Centre, we're heavily involved in sports within our community as well. We're kind of sponsoring the Bentley Footy Club as well, the juniors. And we see it all the time there. They're actually playing multiple sports as well, not just footy, but they're playing basketball and everything else outside of that as well. And we get a lot of them getting injured just because they're playing all sorts of sports, which is great, which is amazing, but they're not doing any strength training, and that's the issue. Because at that age, they're going through growth spurts, so their bones grow so rapidly, but the muscles just can't keep up.
That's right. And so the structures that connect our muscles to the bone are the tendons, which is why we see a lot of those issues with the young adolescents who are going through those growth spurts is things like the slaters, where the patellar tendon for our quads that attaches to the knee, really painful site for those running and jumping sports. Where
you get that big bump that just starts to develop from a response of all that load that they're putting themselves through.
Exactly. And so they're finding now that we wanting to be treating that just like we would with an adult tendon as far as being able to build the capacity of the muscle, which has got a lot of catching up to do, versing these rapid growth of those long bones like our thigh bone, our shin bone, and obviously all the other long bones of the body.
So although we do encourage kids to be active, we definitely want them to be out there playing and having fun within a team environment or individual sports. But the main thing is that they need to be strength training as well to be able to handle the loads and also counteract kind of those rapid growth spurts that kind of is happening throughout the day.
And so that kind of brings us to our last point of busting the old myth. So the common myth was, you need to wait until you're fully grown before doing any form of weight training or resistance training, because otherwise it's going to stunt your growth. The premise was that we have growth plates in our long bones, and if we expose the body to these types of load, it's going to affect them, thus stunting our growth. However,
that's not true.
That's right.
It is not true. You need to be strength training, no matter how old you are. So you need to kind of put yourself through those periods of loading up, strength training, get those responses. Your muscles will grow, bones will kind of get stronger and thicker, everything will respond in a positive way, and you'll be able to handle a lot more of those impact, running, jumping that you guys are putting your body through.
Exactly. Not to mention, of course, as you mentioned, the recess and lunchtime. So much other stuff going on, and there's other extracurricular activities like Ollie Wines doing his shoulder, doing water skiing. So we're putting ourselves through all sort of extra rigors of daily life, particularly when we're young and mischievous as well. So
100%. So ignore those myths that strength training or lifting heavy weights will shunt your growth or whatever's out there. Just ignore all of that. you guys need to be strength training. So if you guys aren't too sure what to do, book yourself in at the Injury Rehab Centre at
www.injuryrehab.com.au. Of course, you can always give us a call, inquire as well. So that's what we love doing at the Injury Rehab Centre. We love being able to assess people, find out what they need to work on, and help guiding them through that to get them the best results and making 2019 your best year, whether it be individual sports or the team sports. We want the best outcome, and we love working with people. So that pretty much wraps everything up today, Ed. Another instalment of Ed's Tantrums. So
invest in your health and you'll see massive improvements, not only out on the sporting field, but a lot of injuries.
Quality of life
can get rid of it.
Exactly. Enjoy the day, guys. Have a great week. We'll see you soon.
Take care.